Hey guys, what's up? What's good? What's poppin'? What's the deal? So we're back with Explicit. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris. I'm your host. I actually got a request to do a makeup look with some blues. So we're gonna get into that because I know blues. It's like a really the color, it's like super pigmented, so blending that out and working with it can be a little tough. So we're gonna get into that. There's like an eyelash or something in my eye. We're gonna get into that. This is just gonna be a talk through. I love me some voiceovers, but who knew editing voiceovers was gonna be like a task? Because honey, gosh, it is difficult. So happy new year. It's 2020. Your girl is gonna be extra grown in these streets. But it is 2020, guys. Like, we knew this day was coming. Now it's here. Like, what are you doing? I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing. I'm gonna become a pescatarian. And this totally relates to my channel, and I'm about to tell you why. So when you're doing your makeup, pretty quickly you're going to learn that skincare is such an important part of all of this. Making sure your skin is correct is going to help you apply your makeup 10 times easier. I have like a baby hair that I made. Hold on. I'm gonna get this hair out the way. Past my ear piercing, it's getting stuck on my industrial, which I lost like half the ball to. I only have one ball on this piercing. Ugh. Woo, that was tough. Okay, the next one. That was tough too. Okay, but what was I saying? Yeah, so skincare, it's definitely important, and making sure, and you know, part of skincare, the easiest thing to do to get nice skin is focusing on what you eat and like how much you eat, what you put in your body, because that will determine how your skin looks, how much water you drink, if you eat sweets, meat, dairy, that all affects your face. And you can tell really what's wrong with you by, you know, where you're breaking out at. I break out on my forehead when I'm dehydrated, when I eat a lot of greasy foods. It shows up in my cheek area. Like when I'm having like kidney problems, I get them on my chin, like, which is dehydration. I'm not drinking enough water. So literally, like, your face, it's about what you eat. So we're going into our eyebrows. I do start with my eyebrows first, always. I don't think there was ever a time where I did not start with my eyebrows first. Like, once I started getting into makeup, I just automatically did my eyebrows. This is an angled brush. Ew. This light situation, it's not the best, but we're working with it. And I don't want to move it because it turns off and on. It's so aggy. So my skin is like, it's not the best. It has shimmer to it. I don't want no shimmer. It's not the best, but it's getting better. I have like a couple of marks. I don't really break out. Only reason why I would break out is if I'm eating like a ton of junk food, I'm drinking juice, I'm not like doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So that's why I break out. But I don't really get acne like that. I don't have acne, but I don't really get breakouts like that, or I'm on my period. That will do it. Currently I am dehydrated, which I am going to try and remedy that. So I'm just going in with a black eyeshadow, and ooh, this light, ooh, I think it's like too close. Okay, I'll be right back. And we're back. This is like the best I could do. I don't know if this is better. Hopefully it is. It's a little better, but the sun is not out today. So, but we're going in with that black eyeshadow, and I'm just flicking, going underneath my brow. Ooh. So my brows are different. I don't really talk while I'm doing my makeup. It's weird to try to talk and do my makeup at the same time. But every day my brows do kind of turn out different. I have the same technique of doing them. It's just they turn out different from, like, they're either slimmer, because my eyebrows, they arch naturally. So either they're going to be slimmer than usual, or they're going to be extra thick. My eyebrows used to be, I used to do them really thick, like really thick, like, because I overdraw them, because I have like no brows for like, but then I fill them in, and I look at my pictures and I'm like, oh wow, that actually looks nice. My brows look nice. What? No, it's not my birthday, but it is my baby's birthday. And so we finna turn up tonight and tomorrow. Litty. Finna get lit. So since we are doing blues, and I already kind of wanted to do a certain look today. Oh my god, no. Oops. Ooh. Oops. Get it together. Okay. And because I did want to do a certain look today, we're going a little bit glam. I say a little. We're going glam. And I'm taking you guys along for the ride. Ooh. So, this is the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 Foundation in Nutmeg. This is, this is not my shade, but I use it as a mixer. I use it as a mixer. None of these that I have is my shade, but I use it to mix. Oh, that was a bad move. It's just too bright, you feel me? Okay, here we go. It adjusted. So usually when I film my videos, I film it in natural light, and then I have this, I use like a lamp, and I just take this shade off and I put it like right in front of the camera, and it casts off like a nice light. But it's like adjusting. I broke my lamp. I broke my lamp, and so now I'm using another lamp, but this one, it's like half broken. It like turns on and off all by itself, and its light is so bright, but like I was trying to find a way to, I guess, not have it as bright as it is, but I just haven't had the best of luck. I am going to have an eyebrow tutorial, so just wait on it. Boom. I can barely see. I am like going by faith. And skill. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Next. So I conceal my brows. And so whenever you do like a really bright look, your concealer always wants to be just lighter than usual, unless you use an eyeshadow base. I used to use an eyeshadow base, but concealer's nice because it's kind of like a little tacky, like a little wet, and so, you know, when you pack the eyeshadow on, it's just gonna stick. So I'm just mixing some of this light concealer with the leftover concealer I used for my eyebrows and tapping it onto my eye. And I'm gonna take my beauty blender. It's not a beauty blender, but I just call it that. They're all blenders to me. And go on my wrist. Is it going to adjust? Oh, yeah, okay. Thank you. Blend that in. Okay, so I'm going to do a half cut crease smoky blue eye. Well, I'm going to attempt, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it whether we want to or not. Okay, so fluffy brushes to blend. The best thing to get in your arsenal is a nice fluffy brush, a couple of them, and that way you'll be able to blend all the colors that you want to blend into your eye, and it all comes out nice. So these are the brushes that we're gonna use today. Probably, most likely. Well, this is like a mix of elf brushes and this set that I got on Shop Miss A. It's this dollar website. That's where I got that little janky concealer from. But only reason why it's janky is because it's just really thick. It's really thick and it's kind of like chalky and it dries really fast. But when you mix it with another color, you know, it does a little something. So another another product. So I think I'm going to start and then work my way outwards. Okay, so first I'm going to pack on the blue that I want on my lid. So let's see here. I think we're gonna do this really pretty aquamarine looking blue cut. That's a nice blue actually, this one. Oh, says I did a blue eye look. It was like blue and pink. Okay. Most people start on their, or most people I've seen start out and work their way in. What I mean by that is they'll have that. Oh, that's nice. Oh. Okay, but you see how it just kind of. Oh. But you see how it just kind of popped because I have that light concealer, and you see how, you know, it's. I got some on my finger, but it's not really going anywhere because I packed it on. What am I on that wet concealer? I'm like, what am I trying to say? What are you saying, Chris? I don't know. And I'm gonna bring it almost to the edge of my eye. I'm gonna do the next one. When I do these looks, I really don't have like a game plan. I just play it by ear. But I make sure like whatever I do, I'm doing it like correctly. So I'm taking my time. You might not be able to see it, but I am patting. I'm using patting motions to get this on. And don't worry, it's not perfect because we're blending. We're gonna blend all of it. Okay, so boom. Now, oops, sorry. We're gonna take the darker shade that we're gonna use to just darken up the outside of our crease and then go over. I'm probably not gonna go all the way in. And then we're gonna blend the darker shade into our crease shade, and you'll see. So I'm gonna take this darker blue, and I'm gonna take this pencil brush. Ooh, should I? No, I'm not gonna take this pencil brush. I'm going to take this little mini blending brush here. It's like a little cute version. I really like this one. I'll show you why. You know, sometimes you need the little guy. Tap it. Ooh. Ooh, see, I almost messed up. We're patting first. I'm going like a zigzag motion to blend it into the blue. Ooh. Oops. And I'm also gonna just bring it just a little bit in the inner corner. So just a little bit. Ooh. I don't know if I want to make it like a little cat eye moment or what. I think it might be a cat eye moment. Might be. So I'm taking that dark blue shade and I'm just patting it on. I'll be so concentrated in what I'm doing. Like this, I think that's why I just don't talk. Because usually I'm like listening to music. This is the part that I'm listening to music, or I'm watching a TV show or a cooking show. And just bringing it. I'm not bringing it all the way in, but just on that inner corner. I like that. Keep it cute. I'm flicking it out just a little bit. Just flicking it out just a little bit. Okay, and then I'm gonna take this fluffy brush. It's okay if you get a little bit of fallout. Ooh. I'm gonna take this fluffy brush, and I think I'm gonna go in. What's this? Ooh, this is like a teal. This teal color. Tap, tap. And I took the edge of my brush, and when I mean edge, like I took the edge and just laid it on the edge of the eyeshadow, and just lightly sweeping that color in. And then I'm gonna go with the full on flat part of the brush and introduce that color to my eye. And flicking it out some more. Boom, blend it. I'm gonna take some more of that teal shade and just go in again. This color's so pretty. Sorry guys. I don't really celebrate New Year's. I didn't really do anything, like for real. And I wanted to do something too. Did I go anywhere? I went to this club, but it really wasn't all of that. Like, so I took the edge of my brush, dipped into more of that green shade, and now I'm just going back and forth. But yeah, I went to this club and it really wasn't all of that. They were playing like trap music, and when I go to clubs, I don't want to just be listening to. We're back, guys. You see what I mean? You see what I mean, y'all? Yeah. We're gonna take this this dome shaped fluffy brush. It's really soft, and we're just going to pat that in, buff it in, buff pat motions. forget your neck, because let me tell you, you might see this 180 version of you, of your face, but people be seeing the whole 360. So you gotta buff it in like everywhere. I'm gonna move my wig out the way. I got this wig for like $7 at Walmart, guys. This is a $7 wig. I know, right? I don't really spend money on wigs like that. I use them like for this video. I have braids on under here. I use them, but like I don't really incorporate them into my life like that. Well, I do, but it's not like an everyday basis kind of thing. I don't even know why I'm going up under my wig. But if you didn't have a wig on, you would need to do that. Get into your hairline, because you don't want to just have that line from your foundation. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Taking my sponge, going over my face, making sure it's all even, Steven. Concealer. So when you want to do like a natural contour and highlight moment, you wouldn't go as extreme as I'm going. But if you want to really bring your features forward and exaggerate them, you're gonna want to go like 2 to almost 3 if you know how to blend. LOL. If you know how to blend shades lighter than your actual shade, you're gonna see what I'm talking about, because this is really light compared to my face. See how light that is? But I like my concealer, my normal concealer, but this is my normal concealer. It really wouldn't be this light, but I like this color with my makeup. I like how it comes out, so this is what I use. And I do go over my nose. And when I blend in like an angle. So I don't go like down here. I don't go like all the way down here, because that's where my contour is going to be anyway. So I just keep it contained to this triangular spot. On my chin, around the sides of my mouth, because I have a little bit of discoloration. And you're gonna notice, because if this is light and this is light and around here is dark, when you set everything and you're taking pictures, you're gonna be like, so you know, just take heed. Okay, so that right here is the natural curve of my cheek. I go a little bit above the natural curve of my cheek. And I put that line there because when I go to contour, it's gonna really bring my contour out. And I won't have to add as much product to get those lines. And usually I like to do a cream contour and then a what am I saying? a cream contour, and then a what's it called? A cream contour, and then a powder contour on top of the cream contour. But I've been powder contouring lately, so I'm just gonna stick with that. Now we're gonna set this whole affair. I have my powder right here. It's the Wet n Wild. It's the banana powder. I like translucent. I used to use the Airspun powder. That's a nice powder. But this one is really nice too. It doesn't make me too white, and for the most part, I've never gotten flashback that I can think of. This is a lot of powder. You don't have to go this ham, but I know that I get oily, so I'm going ham. Wherever I put that light color, that light concealer, I'm putting the powder. I'm going to bake, and baking just means that you're leaving the powder on. So yeah, boom. But yeah, you're just leaving the powder on that particular spot for like a longer period of time. And in doing so, there's going to be more of a powder residue than those other places. And it's going to give you just that lighter vibe. So whatever's left on my brush, I'm going over my eyebrows. I'm going on the sides of my face, etc. And now I'm just gonna dust. Oh, actually no, I lied. So we're gonna go underneath the eye. We're gonna do some of that blue. And we're gonna pack some powder underneath. And I'll tell you why. Boom. So any fallout that falls on my cheek from doing the blue, once I swipe away the powder, it's going to collect in the powder, and once I swipe the powder away, the blue and the powder are just going to be swiped away, and it's not going to leave any traces of that blue in my makeup. But I'm going in with this little fluffy brush, going in with that dark color, and I'm bringing it underneath my eye. And you just want to lean forward and blend. Boom. And then I'm going to take the brush that I used to pack on that blue, and I'm just gonna go over it all. gonna take that powder brush, well, that brush that I used to powder, and flick, flick, flick. If you can see all the powder in the air, you're just sweeping this powder off like a pest. Woo! Check mark. Okay. Dusting off the rest of that powder. I know I look a little light, I know I look a little powdery, but it's all gonna come together. It's all gonna come together. I'm not done. Have some faith. You're gonna look different before you look better. Before you look good. But I love how I look at all stages of my makeup, so it's never really like a problem for me. I'm never really like unsatisfied with how I look, because I'm beautiful no matter what. Period. Okay, so I don't know if I'm going to do blush with this look. I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't know if I want to, because I've been doing blush a lot. I'm gonna just do some blush. All that talking, I'm gonna just do some blush. So I'm going into my BH Cosmetics Blushed Neutrals palette. It has 26 shades, eyeshadows, and blush. Down here are the blushes. That's like a highlight shade. No, that's a blush. It's just a really light blush. But down here are the blushes, and then over here are the eyeshadows. But I don't really use these. I might just use them today. They have some really pretty colors in here. This peachy one is nice. But I go into this brown shade to contour. And I just take my fluffy brush and tap to get product. And then I start at this line. You see this line. I don't go anywhere in here because that's going to bring my cheek down, or it's gonna bring my cheek down, but I want it to stay right here or up, but not so up it gets into my highlight and my highlight area. And I like to go right at the side of my temple because that brings color and brings my face in. My face is a little chubby. Circular motions or sweeping motions. Ooh. And I also like to go around my chin. I go up like this, like that, and I just make like a little nest for it, a little chin strap. Go along my jaw, bring some color, just to like up on the edges of my face, just to create that nice shadow. Okay. For a nose contour, I take one of my my eyeshadow brushes. If I can find them. So for my nose, I just take one of my eyeshadow brushes. Oops. Sorry. I just take one of my my eyeshadow brushes. Oops. And I go in with that same contour shade and I do my nose. What was I gonna say? I did not put on primer. Oh my god. I forgot to put on primer. That's like the second time. What's going on? Primer helps to just even your makeup. And I'm gonna tell you why. If you have a lot of lines on your face, open pores, big pores, crevices, etc., primer is going to, especially a good primer, it's going to even out all of those lines. Take my beauty blender and just blend out that powder a little bit. But it's going to fill in those crevices and those lines and those pores, and it's going to create like an even base. So when you put on your foundation, instead of your foundation filling into those lines, the primer is already there, so it just creates this nice even space for your makeup, for your foundation and your powder to just slide over. Blush. So with that same big black fluffy brush, we're gonna go into some blush. I think so. Before you put a color on your face, always swatch it, look at it, test it, like it, don't like it. Don't just put anything on your face, because if you don't like it, whoo, baby, it's gonna be hard to get that off. So I'm gonna go into this peachy shade right here, and I'm gonna go into this pink shade. I like to mix my colors. I mix my drinks too. When I get slushies, I get like everyone that I like, but like everyone, banana included. Oh, okay. So I go 1, 2, 3 basically. And I also like to put blush on my chin and a little bit, just like whatever's left over on my brush, on my forehead. It brings just a little bit of color to my just to the rest of my face. I feel like when I put it on my chin, just like at the tip, and I go on the sides of my nose into my contour with the blush. Blend it up. And put some more on. Put some more on. Okay. Enough of the blush. Highlight. I'm still debating on how I should do my lips. It just got light in here. I know. I know. I know. I know. This light is on some drugs. I know. I know. I know. Yes, I know. But hey, this is some nice light though. Okay, so I think, do I want to do a pink shade, or do I want to do like a blinding, or do I just want to go into my, I love this shade, this gold shade right here. It just looks so nice on my skin. Yeah, I think we're just gonna do what we usually do. So I like to, how do I like to highlight? Like right here, that's where I highlight. Where the light is just gonna hit the top of my cheek. And then I blend it. This is a lot of highlighter. If you don't want to do it like this, that's fine. Oops, I'm blocking. Sorry. I go on top of my Cupid's bow. I take my pinky and I do like a dot on my nose. And then on the bridge, tap tap, a little bit of my chin. Put in the center of my forehead, right above my brow. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Blend it in some more. Come through, come through. Pose for the camera. Take a pic. Okay. And my lips. So when you do such an intense eye look like this, you can either go nude or just go full on. And when I mean full on, lipstick, I could do like a red. Should I do like a red? Or you can do like a nude. And that would help balance the rest of what you got going on. But so this is it's a NYX liner. What's it called? Nebula. And Nebula, it's this dark purple. I start, you know that little white part before it gets to your skin? It's like that white part that separates your lip from your skin. I line right there. Since I was unable to film an outro, I couldn't take up any more space on my phone. I would just like to thank you guys all for watching. This is the end of the video. Thank you so much, and subscribe, like. Thank you for watching Explicit. Later.